Welcome to Color Vibrations TV channel. I'm your host CJ, where my motto is loving to help others to help themselves and loving to help others to help yourself. Thank you for watching and tuning in. Hey guys, there's a lot of things going on today in the world. I can start off with myself personally. I had some family members in the hospital, dealing with a lot of personal things. Thankful to the Most High. They were able to, come out the hospital after being hospitalized for a few weeks. So, that was a great lesson, and everything that we go through in life is a lesson. But first and foremost, let me introduce myself for those first time watching. My name is CJ. Um, I am an online affiliate marketer. I started my journey online 2018 as a solo entrepreneur. Prior to that, I pretty much was a team player. I like to work behind the scenes, t-shirt company with a few partners. Before then, I always did a lot of side hustles, sold clothes, sold fish, sold papers. You know, um, I think if you remember back in the days, Amway and all of those things, pretty much I always have that entrepreneurial bug inside of me. Um, as I progressed on in life and started to mature, I definitely learned a lot of things from different organizations. Definitely did a lot of local grassroots organizations, and I always felt that for me, entrepreneurial spirit was the key. However, one of the lessons that I pretty much had to go through was learning that everybody within my sphere of circumference was not on the same wavelength as myself, on the same frequency. As we say, frequency is definitely important. That's why I named my business Color Vibrations, different color, the color spectrums, and different vibrations and frequencies. We all have different vibrations and frequencies. But what I noticed through my journey on this entrepreneurial path, that my frequency, um, I haven't had any partners that pretty much made me feel that we are on the same page and we have the same goals in mind. Pretty much as always, I was the one as the go-to person, the one to get everybody pumped up, the one to do the research. So after a while doing that for a few years, it became draining. It became draining to the point that my patience kind of wore thin. And I'm only human and it's only natural, and I'm sharing that with you. So after dissolving the t-shirt company that I had with a few partners, because I noticed the same trend was going on over and over. It was a common theme. So I decided to step back and see what I can do within myself. Um, that kind of theme went on through a lot of different spheres within my life as far as working out. I start off with a bunch of people, then everybody fall by the wayside and I'd be the last one standing. I did succumb to not being consistent because of that type of group mentality. I always felt that as a group you can accomplish things. There's a group that a local grassroots organization that I was a part of, and there was a motto saying, "You lose by plenty when you plan with with many. But there's a lot to do when there's only a few." So that kind of stuck with me, and it's to today. So therefore, after stepping back for a little bit and seeing what it is that I can do, definitely I love music. I got some music soundtracks. When I get that spear and that bug, definitely I will put some out. I really love martial arts, boxing, anything physical activities. My best thing was basketball. So I trained in some systems, but I noticed that that same thing was there. So, I started to see that I needed to look within myself, so that I can be more consistent, more patient. Because, like I said, my patience wore thin after years going by of the same thing. Now, not to say that everything was a failure. There was great success, but I noticed that people become complacent after you reach a certain level. And for me, I know that just like technology, There's always evolution. We always have to evolve. We always have to improve. We always have to be on top of our game. So yeah, to some I might still look young, but I got some skin in the game of life. So after stepping back for almost a half a year, to 2018, I was inspired. Um, Definitely inspired. I'm always inspired by entrepreneurs outside. So, I was inspired. I was getting into some real estate studies. Then I kind of seen that the missing ingredients that I was missing with when I had my group of partners, that online certain aspects that we was missing. So I said, you know what? Let me put my head into this and then go for it and make my mistakes and learn. So in probably in May, June 2018, I said, you know what, you got to start everything off the right way. So, did the LLC and started to grow from there. Now we in 2020. So, I definitely went through my bumps and my lumps. I share that with you on my journey. This is definitely transparency. I just want, to let you know of a little bit of my story. So no, I'm not in this game for a long period of time like the gurus. There's a few coaches and mentors that I do listen to and that who I do follow, who I'm in some of their groups. But at the end of the day, I have to inculcate those lessons and put it into my daily action plan. So it might sound easy, but it's definitely something that you have to practice consistently with all the other things that goes on in your life. So yes, we're all human. I am human, and I'm just sharing my online journey with you until I feel that I can help as many people as possible. There's a thing that when I was a part of other organizations, we call each one teach one. We pull each other up. So I noticed that I have to be an example, and I have to do, if I have to go and do it by myself, then that is what it is, because it's always in my heart to share and to give back and to see somebody duplicate something that I can do, which is very easy to do, and that they can be a success and successful as well. So there's a song growing up for those who love hip hop, On the Road to Riches, right? So while I'm on this road, not just riches as far as material wealth, but riches as far as learning, riches as far as mindset, riches as far as acquiring different skills, riches as far as being in abundance of mind, body, spirit, and soul. Yes. So I'm just sharing this and spilling this out to you from my heart. There's a lot of things going on today. So after going through some personal problems, this year, it was a up and down road, rocky road, but I'm still here and I'm still going strong because quit is not in my system. Quit is not into my system. So yes, as any normal person, we make our mistakes and we try to learn from our mistakes so that we don't make the same mistakes, because you keep making the same mistakes after a while, that'll be insanity. So I seen some success, I seen some failures, I seen some bad decisions that I've made, and then I see some great decisions that I've made. So yes, you can earn online. Yes, I am earning online. But one of the things that I see that is very key, like with any business, especially for those who don't grow up with a silver spoon in their mouth, is having the resources. The resources to keep pumping, to keep building, to keep propelling your ideas and your business to grow. That's just a common theme that we all need. So, yes, working, take your money from your job, you put it to the side, or the excess that you have if you're budgeting and you're managing your money properly so that you can grow your business. Rich Dad, Poor Dad has a book on that. A lot of other great business minds have books on that. So a lot of us might not have that working capital. So our working capital or our cash cow would be coming from our job, just over broke. But if you're managing properly and you're living within your means, it can happen. It might take a little bit longer time, but you have to be consistent. So consistency is the key, is not giving up your dream. Now, there's levels to consistency. So as you being consistent on one thing, as far as, okay, I'm gonna take whatever money, excess money I have, and I'm going to invest into a new opportunity. I'm going to learn. I'm going to acquire those skill sets. So those are the things, as being online, an online entrepreneur, that we go through. So now here we are today, that some people, they might be a little skeptical because the way the world is going, there's so many scammers, there's so many things that's going on, people losing their money, losing their homes, losing their jobs, so many distractions going on. And one of the things that we want to do is to stay ahead of the curve. Stay ahead of the curve. Now, I bring it all of that just to share with you a little bit of my background, a little bit of my personal things that I go through. Just know this, that by the grace and the power of the Most High, I am not stopping. I'm going to continue to go on, and I'm going to continue to go strong. So now here we are. One of my, I mention that I'm definitely into health. Dr. Sabi, Dr. Spira, eating one meal a day. They want to call it intermittent fasting. I went through a lot of different experimentations on my own body. As far as learning was good. Fast for many days. And then now, what I've been on this journey as far as building muscle and putting on weight and doing it on a plant-based diet. So, like I said, the key ingredients for me, as you see on my YouTube page, is health, music, and business. So health is wealth. Health is the best wealth, because if you don't have no health, then how are you going to acquire all that wealth? The time frame for you to enjoy it won't be long, because we can't take it with us to the grave. So the best thing to do is to keep this vessel in the best condition as possible. Yes, we have ailments, we have sicknesses, we have mental conditions, physical conditions, but I am a great advocate and a great believer in that within this vessel, we have all the answers that we need. So now, music, gets you into a zone, gets you to a creative space. It gets you to tapping into energies and tapping into possibilities. It's like almost entranced. That's why when people go to church, they have music. When people go to different places, there's music. And it's almost like a hypnotic type of thing, but that's another topic for another day. Definitely not from me, but you can hear the hypnosis from other great experts in that field. And as me being Capricorn, we love business and organization and management. So I've been in organizations where I was in those type of positions, so I know how to deal with people in hospitality when it's time to be very professional. So, but going through those things, I like to be comfortable, and I'm just showing you, see, I'm in my room, I'm relaxing. I just had something that I wanted to share with you. So now, today, we have a lot of panic, a lot of fear going on in the world, a pandemic going on. Basically, every time around this year, a lot of people, they become ill with some type of flu, influenza, now virus. There's something that's going to be a threat to our health, to our physical being. And, I'm wanting to get too deep into the spirituality or people belief systems. However, within those belief systems, we have dietary laws. Um, the common theme that I see is pretty much eating the fruits from the earth, the words and the things we put into our minds, the things that we read, all of those things take effect on our health. So as we follow along how the world is going, is basically on a lot of death. Death in the form of eating dead things, death in the form of attracting things that don't really give us life. So with that being said, our immune systems is always being affected, always being attacked. So just like bacteria and viruses, they love to grow in moist dampness areas, and also on dead things they love to grow, you know. So us as being children of the Most High, children, the best out of all the creations who can think for themselves intelligently, we need to consume the best nutrients as possible for our physical well-being. That's why health is wealth. Yes, we want to be wealthy materially, but we cannot function at the optimal level that we can if we keep ingesting the dead things, the processed things, the things that make all of these viruses and bacteria attack the most. And one of the most key things that I don't see a lot of people saying is that we don't abstain, we don't fast. So just like I had to take a fast and step back and see what it is that I wanted to do when I had a group, business partners, sometimes, seasonally, we have to take a fast. We have to take a fast and abstain from eating those negative things, eating those dead things, so that we can go forth with a renewness, a refreshness like spring. See, spring for many is really the new year, not in dead of winter here on the eastern side, you know, but the spring, because everything goes back and starts to grow. All the dead things start to grow. The birds start chirping, the trees start budding, the fruit started blossoming, the leaves start growing, the grass getting high. Everybody start to feel better because spring is in the air. So, but now, because of the lifestyle we've been living, spring is being challenged almost every year around this time. So we have to learn how to step back, abstain from these things, and detox so that we can come out better and have our vessel live longer so that we can take advantage of all of these opportunities that's right here presented before us. Business opportunities that we can grow. So now, with these things affecting our opportunities, right? As far as health wise, then look at today. Now we're being challenged not just with the health, but we're being challenged economically. Because here over in the U.S., this is a capitalist society. A capitalist society in which we need to take advantage of all the opportunities economically so that we can be in a better position today. So when a pandemic or panic or fear or threats that's going to affect our physical health will not be challenged. Okay, sometimes when we have a family, we get interrupted, but that's a part of life. We have to learn to adapt. Just like what's going on today, we got to learn to improvise and adapt and make the best out of everything that's presented before us. We got to have a better and stronger mindset. The mindset is the biggest thing. What I noticed that a lot of people is letting this type of pandemic affect them mentally, spiritually, so therefore they cannot think outside the bubble. They cannot think of ways to overcome. It's like you're limited. And then when it's affecting you economically, we stay limited. That's why I started my path online so that I can stay ahead of the curve. And I'm imploring you to do the same thing. Start your path online. Stay ahead of the curve. I'm not going to talk about, oh, this is the coronavirus, because in the next few years, there's going to be another virus. The bat eat the fruit fell on the tree, and the pigs, pigs eat anything. So I don't know why people want to eat pigs anyway. The pigs eat the fruit, and then, people want to eat people want to eat everything on the planet, right, that breathes, right, and slice up the pig, then don't clean themselves, because people, I don't care, I always, before all of this, washing your hands, I always been on washing my hands. You can ask any people I know. I always even give you a fist bump. Sometimes people, they feel insulted by me giving a fist bump, but I say, listen, a salutation is a salutation, a greeting is a greeting. I am acknowledging a person as who you are. So a fist bump, what's up, embrace as far as the elbow, shoulder block. We all, or I personally, have been doing that for the longest before any of these things that's coming out today. So with all of that being said, we must try to stay ahead of the curve. So we have the opportunities. Yes, there's opportunities out there, and no, things will not last forever. It's a cycle that goes on, just like the stock market crashing, just like recession. It's always a cycle. So not saying that a lot of people won't be affected. Yes, a lot of people will be affected, but we can lessen the blow once we try to stay ahead of the curve. So I'm imploring you who's watching, you know, join one of these opportunities. You don't even have to join my opportunity, because I'm gonna stay on my journey and on my path. You can continue to watch. You can be a part of the group. You can have something to put a part of your own personal journey and arsenal, so that when things like this happen, you can lessen the blow. This is a capitalistic world. I know it's said in the United States, but this world is capitalistic. Everybody want to gather and garner as much resources as they can, so that they can look after generations of their own lineage after them. That is the key. Some people just want to be a W-2 wage earner for the rest of their lives until the day they die. That's take a different type of mindset. So we want to get out of that. If we start off that way, we definitely want to use that as a stepping stone and keep the eyes on the prize. Keep the eyes on the prize. The prize is making it to a point that you don't have to be boggled down by situations like this economically that's going on in the world. Recession, depression, anxiety, fear. No, we want to be in the mindset of abundance, positivity, creativity, healthy. We want to grow into those type of things, because as persons and humans, we should be doing that anyway. So I know we all get caught up, but sometimes we have to take that fast, step back, and go forward with a renewness of mind. So I just wanted to share those things with you. It's been on my brain. I normally don't talk like this, because I try to keep it short and concise and on point. But now, as I see as things going on, listen, my thing is health, wealth, music, family, maybe not in all of those orders, but positivity to elevate myself to be the best person that I can be. So I noticed that I have to go on my own, so that then when I am real solid in my foundation, I can always share and help others to do the same. So I know people intentions is not always good, but definitely from the way all the things and trials and tribulations that I've been through, my intentions is always to help the next person to learn to be better and be better than me. Like I tell my children, I want you to be better than me. For those that believe in the biblical scriptures, he say, works that I do, what you do shall be greater. So on that note, everybody, thank you for tuning in. I have opportunities for you to take advantage of. Join it. This latest one that I'm a part of, and no, this is not like no sales pitch. I'm being for real. This one, direct post program. Now, see, look at this what's going on today. Imagine being a part of opportunity where we pay each other directly. We don't have to wait on a paycheck from somebody else, a third party. We can pay each other directly, and then we keep our own economy going. That's one of the things that people don't realize, that not getting too political, but within the Obama administration, that crowdfunding, I forgot the exact act it is, but that crowdfunding, that lending, that peer-to-peer thing opened up a lot of ways for people to open up great businesses today for people to take a part of. So with this direct post program, passive profits that I'm a part of, direct payments. So you could come in at many different levels. You've seen the levels. I broke it down in the videos before. I'll put it in the description once again. You come in at any level. We're trying to get out of this recession, or the recession type of mindset. You need to start to do something so that you can lessen the blow of what's going on today and future blows or future recessions that will happen in the future. For those that have been on this earth for a while, know that they've been through this cycle many times. It's a cycle just like anything else, like the yearly cycle of the 4 seasons. So this is the season of fasting right now, cleansing your body, coming with a renewness and a freshness, and start with a great opportunity and keep going and building off of that, regardless of the trials and tribulations, because those things are tests for us to see where our fortitude is at in making our dreams a reality. On that note, have a great evening. CJ signing out. Peace.